So we're leaving Coco Banderos and we're making our way to Green Island. And boy, are we going to miss this place. I mean, it's been fantastic. The islands here are incredible. But we're only literally going 2.5 miles away from here, so I suspect where we're going is going to be very, very similar. Although there is a crocodile that lives in this island group that we're heading to. So it's going to make swimming a bit of a challenge. Certainly snorkeling may be off the cards for a couple of days whilst we're there. So that's Green Island group, I should say, in the background there. And we're just going to make our way in there slowly, following our friends in front, Rafiki. At the moment I'm just trying to fiddle with the radar settings to try and get that working properly, because it's not picking up landmass at the moment, and I've changed the settings somewhere and I can't figure out what it is. So I'm going to have to just go through the manual and try and get this working again. So we are coming into this reef system here, and there are little reef heads around here. You might be able to see them on this video clip, but the problem we've got now is we've got cloud cover coming over this area, so the visibility of these reefs is not as good as it was earlier, which is not an ideal situation, but it's still doable with the information we've got, so we're going to carry on. So if you misbehave on Makara, that's where you end up for 2 hours of quarantine, isolation time. I don't know, I'm just saying that's where people end up. Okay.
After dropping anchor, we decided to head off and look for the famous Green Island croc.
It's a bit shallow there. Yeah.
This little island is called Wasaladup. It's tiny.
Nathan, you got an island all to yourself. Now you're sharing it with Bill. So Sean's just anchoring the dinghy. We tend to find it's kinder on the dinghy when we have these nice crystal clear sandy shallows. Should we walk around an island?
It's a long walk.
Okay, let's go. I think they have when tourist season is on, they probably have this as a little restaurant by the looks of things, where the Kunas do a little barbecue on the beach and you pay $10 a head. I'm guessing that's the price, maybe it's more. And then they cook you a meal. Typical Guna style building where they use this twine to, I'm not sure what these are, these look like bamboo pieces together.
Oh, it's wobbling like a fish. Listen.
Dinner table, and that's your view. That's Panama mainland.
Doing some more plastic collection, rubbish burning. Beautiful island here. The water's less clear in this area if you compare it to areas like the Hollandaise Cays. It's got a sort of greener tinge to it. Quite a lot of rubbish floating around here as well, but I guess there was everywhere else we've been in San Blas as well. So anyway, Claire's going around the island here. She's going to do a clear up along with some friends, and we're going to burn as much plastic as we can whilst we're here. Take a look at some of this timber that washes up on this beach. Extraordinarily large tree trunks. And of course, let's not forget nappies as well. We'll come back and clear that up just now. But you know, take a look at these. It's a house in the making here in the background. Let's go and take a look. Alright. Okay. This looks like it's obviously still in the making. So obviously being on this beach is super nice, but this is one of these group of islands where they actually have a crocodile that resides in this area. So I'm constantly keeping a lookout for this thing and hoping that it's not in this area. They actually have a crocodile watch website just to track where people last spotted salty crocs out in this island group in the San Blas. And we did actually meet a lady that was taken by a croc here in San Blas. Lovely lady, we met her some time ago. We didn't get to hear her story though, but we heard it off somebody else, and we didn't feel like actually asking her to repeat the whole thing over again. But quite scary. She was taken by the crocodile, taken underwater, held down there, and literally started praying to be released, and the crocodile actually let her go. So super lucky. She survived it, and she's got bite marks down her leg, and she's obviously very happy to be alive and afloat still.
We had so much fun playing and running on the beach.
In time, some items you must buy. That's not you have a choice. You pay a fee for the beach, and then you can take your own. You don't pay a fee for the beach.
Thank you.
Wait, stop.
Niet zo doen.
The pen is still there.
We've just had a visit from from a couple of gooners, a father and a son selling bananas and crayfish. So we bought some nice bananas off them for $5, a whole big bunch, and they also had a boat full of crayfish, but we didn't buy any of those. And off they go. Sail's going to go up, and they're going to sail across to the next yacht, I presume. $5 for a large bunch, a lot smaller than the bananas we know from home, but good bananas, quite sweet, and the boys definitely enjoy them. $5.
After a couple nights in Green Island, we decided to head off to Esner, where there is a beautiful, almost fully enclosed anchorage.
So we're on the move again, and we have just left Rafiki and Domam behind us in the anchorage. They're spending another night here, and as they want to go into Nagana and get some fresh fruit and veg and so forth. And we're going to carry on directly in front of us. There's another little island group ahead, and we're going to go and spend the night there. Hopefully there's no other boats there and we can literally have the place to ourselves, so we're looking forward to that. There's not a breath of wind again, 3.7 knots at the minute, so it is going to be a motoring job, and as soon as we get a bit closer we'll show you exactly where we are. But beautiful day here. We're expecting some storms according to Windy later this afternoon, so we want to be nicely settled in the anchorage and get in there whilst the sun's up, whilst we've got good light just to see where the reefs are. It's going to get very shallow here as we get into the next little bay here, which is surrounded by reef. So we're going to approach super slowly, make sure we don't touch the bottom. Claire's keeping a lookout with Polaroid lenses, and hopefully all will go well. So it's saying 15 meters of depth here at the moment. On our depth sounder chart is saying, well, it should just drop down to 8 soon, and then 6. And then as we pass through the little channel we're going to be on 4 meters deep. So we're going to just turn off now and focus on our entry. In these shallow waters here, we've seen maybe 10 or 12 baby sharks just swimming around our feet. Quite an experience.
Sean was trying to escape Nathan, and then his paddle top came off, and there was panic stations.
You cannot
Escaped the Linton.
the bug. Whilst exploring the area, we noticed a little sand island in the middle of nowhere. We had to go and see it and stand on it, as it may not be there in a few months' time.
Let's steam.
The water around the island was crystal clear, so we could not resist a swim and a snorkel.
It's amazing what you find washed up on the shores of these islands. Here is an old container. By the looks of things, the sides and its contents have been removed. It's possibly been here for years.
Claire, do you want some langoustine? Okay, un momento. Okay. How much? Costa? Oh, that's
How much?
okay.
Photo? You?
Oh, he has photo.
I'm okay,
Gracias.
I've got. I have a photo.
Yeah.
Okay. How many we got? Woo! He's trying to get free. I am.
It's okay. Don't worry, I can just hold it.
Bye.
Adios! He's a feisty one, that one. Are they all red ones, eh?
Yeah, that's a big red one right there. He's so feisty, this boy. Hey.
You see a snapper?
Yeah, I've seen two.
Okay, well, go and catch us some dinner.
Here's a good.
Your goggles match your top now, Nathan. You're very colour coordinated.
I know, he's the best with colour.
Yeah. Oh, and your fins. Wow.
He is totally colour coordinated.
I must be honest and say I'm a little bit chicken to go in.
Bill, don't shoot him. No.
Why? What is he?
It's one of those.
Crayfish!
Get him! Get him! Dylan! He's just loading his gun, Nathan. Get him, Nathan! Although this anchorage was beautiful, we were being eaten alive by no-see-ums, or cheatras as they call them. Time to move on, so we lift anchor and go to our next island, Cambombia.
On our way to Cambombia Island, I think it's called. We should be there in about half an hour or so. We're going quite slow. We're only doing 2.5 knots. No rush, and we are amongst various reef systems, and we're enjoying the scenery here. And I'm not sure if you can see in this image here, but that's the mainland, and it is literally just jungle as far as the eye can see. But there's been a massive landslide down the middle there. We've just been looking at it through the binoculars, and large trees in the ravine. Lots of mud, and it's quite an incredible carving that's happened there in the earth's surface. So we're going to carry on in this direction for a little while, and then we're going to turn to starboard. The wind's on the nose, so we are motoring. Sailing around here is a little bit more challenging because of all these little isolated reef systems that are dotted around, and we just want to take it easy. We're in no rush, we're enjoying it, and we're going to go and anchor and that little island group in front. Looking forward to getting there.
School takes place whether we're at anchor or sailing.
We battled to find a good spot to anchor, as it was either very deep or very shallow, or the holding was not great. At this time of year the winds shift very quickly, so you need to allow for a full 360 rotation around your anchor.
Lots of bommies.
Yeah.
We'll be right there.
This will be.
We can come here in the dinghy.
I reckon this will be good for crays. Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Just on the edge of that.
Look at that bommy. It's huge.
That's a huge bommy. Around that, you're going to find at least 10 crayfish.
There's obviously rock underneath a very thin layer of sand, as our anchor kept slipping.
So we've dropped anchor in the new place. We dragged the first time we dropped, and we dragged off the ledge, so suddenly we were in quite deep water. So Claire's going off to just go and check on the anchor and check that the holding is good. And Dylan should be, oh there he is, he's coming as well. He's going to go and check with his mother. He's just waiting for Nathan. So sometimes, well actually the majority of the time, we will always check our anchor. It's only when we actually cannot see it in the depth or the water clarity that we're in. And we have tried before when you just, the water's too murky, too dark, and you can't see it. And you just got to take transits and make sure you're not moving. So we've got some good transits off actually to our right hand side here that we're using at the moment. Based on this wind direction, I'm using a couple of islands that I've lined up with islands in the background, and at the moment we haven't budged at all. What we do have behind us is this little island with the reef extending off it to the right there. So for us it's key that we don't move, and we will set anchor alarms and so forth for this new location and make sure that we are safely anchored here.
The weather changes on us, but we decide to explore and find a good snorkeling spot anyway.
The boys decide the visibility is not good enough.
So anchored here in San Blas still. It is raining. There's been a bit of lightning, not too much. But we've had the storm looming for the past couple of hours, and now it's settled down and there's just some good rain. So the boys are going to go and have a shower outside, freshen up, wash their hair, and make themselves human again.
Wanted to just record the beautiful cloud cover coming over the mountains in the jungle, very similar to what happens in Table Mountain in South Africa, where it looks like a tablecloth. It's stretching all the way down the coastline. Once everyone was up and we'd had breakfast, we lifted anchor.
If you like our videos and would like to support us, please take a look at our Patreon page. The link is in the text below. Your support will help us buy better recording and editing equipment, and it will also help us continue on our adventure.